Is my mic on? It's on. Turn me up a little bit. You got your crown? Let's go. Welcome to the Queen Kim Real Talk. I'ma keep it 100. Like, share, tag, and comment. Cause we keep it in 100 over here. Here's some of the greatest music and the hottest interviews. I'm asking the questions and getting all the answers. R&B, blues, southern soul, jazz, swing out, hip hop, country, neo soul, zydeco, and gospel. That's right. Follow me on all social media outlets. Facebook at Queen Kim, YouTube and Instagram at Queen Kim 100. Kimberly boy. Yeah, we keeping it 100. Stay tuned for the next interview on the Queen Kim Real Talk. That's right. Cause we keep it in 100 over here. I'ma keep it 100. Like, share, tag, and comment. We keeping it 100. Hi, welcome to the Queen Kim Real Talk. Hashtag, I'ma keep it 100, baby. Hey, y'all come on in. I just want to give y'all a few minutes before I get started with our guest. Not a surprise guest, because I'm pretty sure y'all already know. So, but y'all come on in, and while I share in the groups, I want y'all to come on in and do the same. Tag some people in here and get on in here. Hear some of this good music. I'm going to start playing some just before so I can finish sharing. I hope everybody had a blessed day. It's a Tuesday. I usually don't do on a Tuesday, but y'all come on in. See if I can grab some people up in here. And share to the groups. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. Let me turn that up. Y'all come on in to the Queen Kim Real Talk. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, y'all come on in. The Queen Kim Real Talk. All right, I don't think I got it tagged on my page. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Think I got it. All right. I think I got it. Let's see. I got to make sure. All right, I got it. Come on, miss. Let me bring my guest up. I'm trying to wait. Let's wait a few more minutes because I think I did it right this time. We're getting it on my Kimberly Boyd page. But in the meantime, in between time, let me play another song by Miss Lady Blues. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's get this party started. All right, all right. Let me bring my girl up. All right. Yes. Y'all welcome. The beautiful. Let's see. Get on up in here. Let's see if it's on. Not yet. Ah, hey, y'all welcome. Miss Lady Blues. Welcome to the Queen
Hi,
Kim Real Talk.
thank
Oh
you.
wow. It is so it's an honor for you to even come on my podcast. And you are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
No problem. No problem. You know, I have my listening audience, and sometimes they be peeping in the background,
hmm
but yeah, they peeping. They peeping. Y'all come on in here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy at all. But Lady Blues, you have a fabulous story, and I don't want to miss anything at all. Tell everybody where you're from, city and state.
Originally born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, but I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. So I've been here longer than I lived in Alabama, but that's where I was originally born.
Okay, Alabama. All right, you Alabama, okay. Country girl. All
Yes,
right.
pretty much.
Country. it- was it kind of country
It is. It
living in
really is.
Alabama?
Yeah, small city. About 30, 35 minutes from Birmingham, Alabama. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, family. Let's talk about family. I love to hear about the artists and their family. I hear that you. Let me see if you can get me right. Did your father, was he a military man, or was he just had this military stance about him?
He was actually in the military and he actually was a pastor as well. So he had, both sides
Wow.
of the track. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's where you get that music ability from. Talk about that, because I know being in the pastor, you had to be in the choir and all that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, we grew up in a Baptist church. And we were made to sing in the choir, of course. And so it's four of us, two girls, two boys. We were all made to sing in the choir. All of us either sing, write music, or play instruments. We just grew up around music. And so that's kind of like that was the norm for us. Going to choir rehearsal, being in the choir. writing songs and being around music. So that's how it started.
Okay, awesome. Now, what instruments do you play an instrument?
No, growing up in the band, in high school, I played clarinet. I messed around with the flute some, but I didn't like it, but I hear music. So when it comes to my music that I write, I sit with the producers and produce my music. So the songs that you hear basically have been played out of my head. So I don't play the instruments, but I can sit with my producer and tell them what type of drums I want, if I want an organ or a piano and that sort of thing. So I produce music. I just don't play it. Hmm.
Oh, that is awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome. If it's a little whatever it is, like tink tink tink, whatever,
Yep.
you make
Yeah.
you make the sound.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll send them the whole, idea of the music, and then we'll schedule a session and we'll sit there and we'll go through each instrument, the song, everything, and straight out of my head. So yeah, that's a gift from
Oh,
God.
all right. Hey, come on. All right. Now back to family. You said
Mhm,
everybody was musically singing instruments. How many
mhm.
sisters and brothers did you have?
Two brothers and one sister. Yeah.
Two brothers and one sister. Okay, all right.
Hmm.
Yeah, like that. Now, being a pastor kid, what was the main rule that you probably didn't kind of say, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I don't really, you didn't really want to. What's the hardest rule in the house?
I mean, there weren't any hard rules in the house. The thing that I hated singing. So
Oh,
that was the thing for me. I hated singing. I didn't like to be made to
oh,
sing. So eventually they got tired of, threatening and that sort of thing. And my thing was, it wasn't that I hated singing. I was very shy. I didn't like people looking at me. And that was the thing. It was just about I didn't want people looking at me. So if I could be in the back of the choir, I was okay. But it was always that I was made to come to the front, and I didn't like that. So I would rather say, just beat me. I'm not doing it. So my dad got to a point where he was like, "No, she all right. Just let her be."
yeah.
So,
Oh, wow, that is very interesting. You did not
hmm,
like to sing, didn't want to sing.
no, not at all.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I bet you was the best out of the
I
kids.
mean, it just it's amazing how other people see something you don't see, they hear something you don't hear. Even now though, when people give compliments, I have to remind myself to be grateful, but to also understand that's their opinion. And so sometimes people may say, "Oh, that was amazing," and in your mind, you're like, "Oh man, I blew that. I didn't do too well." But I
Yeah,
think that growing up, you learn that you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. It's always an opportunity, of course, to be better. But as long as you're giving it your all and you're doing your best, that's all anybody can expect, even yourself. So, you know.
yes, yes. We're talking with Miss Lady Blues. Follow her on her Facebook page, which is Keisha Vet Boyd. And follow me, Queen Kim, on my Facebook page, which is Queen Kim, and my Instagram, Queen Kim 100, and my YouTube, Queen Kim 100. And you know what? Speaking of this last name, Boyd, I know
Ah.
people probably say, I wonder if they related. Hey, you just never know. Hey, but I think my people are more from the boys were my uh father's people, and they're down this way in Louisiana. Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
it's funny you say that though, because Boyd is my married name. He's my husband now, my ex-husband. But his family is originally from the Louisiana area. They're from Shreveport and down that
oh,
way. So yeah, you
all
never
right.
know.
Hey, you never know. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
And I know people are like, boy,
Yes.
that's right. We the boy women over here. Y'all come on in here.
Yes.
We're talking to Miss Lady Blues. She about to
Yeah.
tell us how to be a good woman, how to be a certified woman, and how to tell them nothing like me. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all better
Absolutely.
come on in here if you want to learn something. All right. And you know what? Let's see. I think I'm gonna play a little music.
Okay.
Play a little song. I'm gonna stick to the same one I just had. I mean, you got so many. We're definitely gonna talk.
It's a lot of music.
I'm just picking. I'm picking, baby. But we're gonna get to your new ones a
Okay.
little later. We're gonna get to the
Okay.
new ones. Right now, we finna hear. This is Fire. I like this one.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Lady Blues on the Queen Kim Real Talk, and this is called Fire. Long time. Since I had some good loving, baby. You ain't even touched me yet. Hey, but the look on your face drives me crazy. Over to my place. There's no way I'll show you a real good time. The point of it all, boy, by the end of the night, I got plans to make you mine. Baby, if I start a fire, I can even like it. We're not over my baby. Come on, what we do, long as I'm next to you. I'm about to do a real. Gonna have your body burning, baby. Fulfilling your fantasy. Oh, we never had love like this until you met me. Oh, somebody call the body party. Put the flames out. Hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, girl. I'm about to turn you out. Oh, let's start a fire. Let's start a fire. Oh yeah. I just can't take no more. We give it like more. Till I just can't take no more. We give it like more. Till I just can't take no more. We give it like more. Till I just can't take no more. We got to start a fire. Baby, you like it. We're all over my baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like that one, Miss Lady Blues. I think that's my
Thank you.
first time hearing that. Now
Thank you.
let me tell you what I like about that. You you made your vocals go a little low. What is that called? It I can't remember what part you did. It was like oh no wait I
Oh
can't
yeah, I know
you
what you're
but
talking
you know
about.
what I'm
Yes.
talking about.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
what you're
well, I
talking
can't
about.
remember what part
That was the
that
beginning of the song. Yeah. I was doing something different. Like a lot of times when I write songs, depending on how we produce the track, I'm like, well, how are we gonna make this like different and make it mine? And so the lower part of my voice, I'm not as comfortable with. So I was like, let me just try this and see how it works out. And we did it. I was like, okay, we're gonna keep that. So we always
yes,
playing around with stuff. Yeah.
I like that. That was like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Right.
I like because I like doing different, seeing people
Hmm.
doing different things. That
Right.
was different. I like that.
Okay.
And doing a
Thank
me
you.
on you. A me on
Yes,
you. Okay.
absolutely.
All right. Yeah. That one should have been hot. But that's all right. Baby, you got so many. You I don't know where to start.
It's a lot of
20
music.
over 20 years in the business.
No, 10, right at 10, right at
About 10
10.
years.
Yeah, right at a decade now. Doing what I do is Miss Lady Blues. Um, just started out, really wasn't sure about even being an artist. I just wanted to put one song out originally. I said, I had been in the music industry with my ex-husband, and I was writing songs, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna put a song out just to see. And after I put the song out, it started to really work well for me. And I had to make a decision like, are you going to just quit or keep going? And I was like, well, you know what? I kind of like it. So let's keep going. And so I just continued to work with producers and write and just do what I love. So I was like, okay, it's different because early on being made to do something and then having a choice made it a little
Yeah.
different for me. So
Okay. Well, look
yeah.
like it seems to work. Now,
Yeah.
not only are you in front of the scene
Hmm.
singing, but you're also on the back end with the business aspect of
Absolutely.
your being independent. You know what you want.
Right, right.
The
Yeah,
business.
and the thing about that, I guess what made that key, being in the business before becoming Miss Lady Blues, we worked with artists and producers, songwriters, and we helped them to broker major label deals. Like a lot of people don't know that side of what I've done, but we did a lot of those things. And so we got to see the business behind the music, and that's what allowed me to know how I wanted to proceed with Miss Lady Blues. I just didn't want to have people controlling what I released and how I made my music and how I got paid. And so I decided to remain independent and handle my own business. Yeah.
And that's very important. Everybody can't not cannot do that.
Hmm.
Um, some people may need a manager, but
Right.
in your case, you do not.
No,
At
and then I guess I would say when it comes down to managing, it depends on what capacity you utilize people, because even now I don't have a manager per se, but I do have people who I trust to help with booking various shows and things like that, but it's not exclusive. We all have agreements as to where if they're able to negotiate situations where I'm booked, or if I'm at an event and things of that nature, we work things out that way. But uh, I'm capable of speaking for myself and advocating for myself. But, I think that everyone needs a team that they can trust, whether they have to delegate them as a manager or not. You need people around you who can be an extra set of eyes and ears, who really
yes,
truly have your best interests at heart. That's the hard part, having people you can trust. And I mean, you'll figure it out eventually,
yes.
like who's who.
Now, tell me how has the you're not a Southern soul artist. You made a soul blues. What
Well,
genre? Because I know you do country. You do a lot.
mhm.
What is your genre?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's amazing because a lot of people, because of how well my music fits in Southern Soul, that's where I'm placed the most, which I have a total respect for Southern Soul and what's happening with it. It is very new to a lot of people throughout the world. When you mention that, they're like, what is that? And then you have to give them examples of songs that they may, have heard. But I just don't like to put myself in a specific space. I appreciate the fact that my music fits well in Southern Soul because it gives me the freedom to write my stories my way and not have the pressure of worrying about how somebody's going to receive a song. But it doesn't mean that tomorrow I'm not going to go and record a gospel song or a country song. I mean, it's so many things that are coming out that I've done that people will probably be like, well, why did she do that? Because I can. So it's like, so I just don't
Yeah.
believe in putting a limit on yourself. And sometimes it's just like how R&B was back in the day when it was really good. If you were an R&B artist, they did not see you as a rapper. If you were a rapper, they didn't see you as an R&B artist. But now you have so many things meshed together to where people are like, oh, okay, it's just good music. And so that's the goal, just to make great music that people can feel, and hopefully the stories
Yeah.
resonate with them. So, but it does fit well in Southern Soul, but I don't just specifically say that, oh, I'm a Southern Soul artist, because some
Right.
people may be confused on some of the upcoming projects that are coming out.
Yeah, I can tell by your mute. I can tell by your music.
Yeah.
That, yeah, you're a soul blues artist.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
I
Hmm.
definitely know the difference between Southern soul blues,
Hmm.
soul blues, and
Right.
you definitely have that soul.
Hmm.
Do you do? I was listening to your music. Do you do a lot of runs? You don't do runs, and do
Well, in the songs that I write, there are not a lot of runs. It's so
right?
funny because I do runs, but I do runs when I'm singing other people's songs. But
Oh,
for me, it's just not, some of the songs that I'm writing is not necessary. It's not there.
yeah,
Um, Sometimes you could do too much on a song. You could do too much with something.
right.
And I go with what I feel when I'm writing these songs. But no, they don't have a lot of runs. But um growing up, doing certain types of music, especially gospel music, we did a lot of that. And I don't know, for me, it depends on where that feeling takes me. But nah,
Okay.
you're not gonna hear a lot of going up and down and doing all of those theatrics. I guess I'll use somebody like a Fantasia, like that really
Uh-huh.
gospel
Yes. Yes.
singer. You're not gonna hear a lot of that naturally when I'm doing my music, because it just is not there. I don't feel that. Now I'm not gonna say some of the songs that I'm writing now won't have that, but nah, for the most part, nah.
Miss Miss Lady Miss Lady Blues do not do runs. I mean, she do
I
runs.
do though. I do
Okay.
though. I do it, and it's so funny because um I don't know. It's the moment. Because even when I come out on stage sometimes, I will not come out to my intro music. I will come out and just be like, I'm Miss Lady Blues, and I'll do stuff like that. And I'm
Yes.
here to kick it with you. So I do stuff
Oh,
like that. But it's like not all the time.
yeah. Well, tell me what is because you do cover songs. What is
I
one of
do.
the cover songs you do, or some of them?
Well, I like soulful music. So if I cover music, it's gonna be somebody back in the day, and it's mostly, I'll say, Betty Wright. Anything from her catalog, I love her. Gwen McCrae, just different ones, and I'll even do a cover from a man. One
Oh,
of them that I
no.
used to do is Trapped. I used to do Trapped, and that's
Okay.
a man song, but I made it my own. So I do a few covers, but I like to go back to, like I said, when music was really good. I try not to cover artists who are active and alive, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. When I say alive, I'm saying like really still pursuing their career. When I came out a few years ago, I didn't have much music before I started being serious about, oh, I'm going to do this. And so there were some artists who were out that I met, and I was like, hey, can I cover your song? And they was like, yeah, if I'm not on the show, that's cool. So I
Yeah.
did have some artists who were very gracious enough to let me cover their songs because they were still actively working, but I got permission. I think it's about respecting, the
Right.
artist
It
that you're
is.
covering. Hmm.
And I did hear that you don't want to how you want to say that people don't want to get lost in other people's uh personality.
Hmm.
Trying to sing their song or be that
Right.
person. Right.
Absolutely.
You can get
Yeah.
lost.
I always believe in being the individual. You can have someone to inspire you. You can have someone to encourage you, and you can also have someone to influence you. I try to steer away from the influence, and I stick with the encouragement and the fact that I can appreciate someone's gift, but not try to emulate who they are. I
Yeah.
think we're all individuals for a reason, and we need to stick to that. And so I try to be true to how I feel and who I am. So you won't hear me try to sound like someone else, because even when I'm going to do a cover from someone who's no longer here, I'm not going to try
Okay.
to do it like them. I'm just going to do it my way, and hopefully people receive it that way. Yeah.
Okay. So, the music industry. Uh,
hmm
what? How has it treated you? Um, the music industry.
As a whole, I don't have any complaints about it. And it's not, I look at it like this: the music industry is not a tangible thing. The music industry is a business, but there are people behind the business. So when you ask that question, it's about how have those people treated me. And just like with anything else, you do have people who are going to be disrespectful, who are going to do things that are going to be more geared towards what they're trying to have the outcome to be. But again, being an independent artist and understanding who you are and what your value is allows you not to be taken. Now, there have been some people who had to show me who they were in order for me to believe it, because I don't allow people to tell me, this person, they're not good to work with, or this person, you can't trust them. I don't allow people to steer me based on their experiences, because what I do understand is that in any situation, there are always three stories: yours, theirs, and the actual truth. So we all kind of can spin things to be like, oh, I'm the victim. I'll never claim to be a victim, but I will say that there have been things that have happened that were not good, and I learned a lesson. So I said, okay, we're
Okay.
good, and I don't put it out there. I don't put them on blast. I take it to God, and I'm done. But once I'm done, I'm good. So, but it's been good. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I stay to myself. I don't have a huge circle. I don't have a lot of women around me. I don't have a lot of men around me. It's basically me. And at this point, my team is so small. It's almost like a ink pen dot. You do ding, one dot. So I have one
Right.
person that I really trust around me right now, and he happens to be my videographer, Ken
Ooh,
Smith, and I really love working with him. And he travels with me from time to time to capture the
okay.
footage and things of that nature. My mom is very supportive. There are some people who do look out for me, but when it comes down to a real team, it's very small. So, and that's
All
on
right.
purpose.
All right. We're talking to Miss Lady Blues on the Queen Kim Real Talk. And now we finna catch another one of her songs. And I think I want to hear this one. It's called Do It Again. Let's see what that one's about. Yeah, she got some good music, baby. Y'all get on in here and hear this good music on the Queen Kim Real Talk. Miss Lady Blues.
Some of these guys think they can do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. So we're not going to do anything about it. That's a lie. Listen, if you get you sleep, coming in all hours of the night. I guess you think I'm sitting up, ready to start a fight. But the truth is, boy, I got it in the river for you. Ain't worried about nothing, so only do what you do. While you're out there chasing those women in the street, your best friend over here taking real good care of me. I learned a long time ago, you gotta worry about no man. One thing about this lady blue is I keep a master plan to go and do it again. Acting like you lost your mind, I'ma show you where it's at. Do it again, I'ma get your rotation and treat you just like sometimes. I'ma hit your line, boy, until I get tired. So when you
Hey.
do it again, on my phone, telling me that you gotta work late. Well, that's fine by me, cause I'm here getting ready for my day. Now, if it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander too. I
That's
wonder how
right.
you gon' feel when you
I
get
know, right?
on you. Never losing out the one who played the childish game. Not your roots, so go and do it again. Somehow get tit for tat, call it baby. Do it again, acting like you done lost your mind. I'ma show you where it's at. Do it again, competition. You treat you just like
Hey,
some time. I'ma get your love until I get tired. So go and do it again. We can do this again,
all
again,
right,
again.
all right. That's Miss Lady Blues. Do it again. I like that. I like
Thank
it
you.
because it has that title with the Staple Sister. I say I know this
Yes.
gonna be good. Do it again. But let's talk about and I know, like you said, a lot of people do not know, but you have worked with some either in front or behind with some mainstream artists.
Mhm.
Uh, you want to talk about a few of those or name?
What we mostly did when we worked with mainstream artists here in Atlanta, we were more so on the hip hop and R&B side. So a lot of the negotiations and songs and things that we were tied to basically rappers, Ti, Bob, folks like that. Some stuff we did with Missy Elliott and other folks, but it was on the rap side. And so we
Okay.
placed singles, we placed hooks and things that we had written, just different things that were behind the scenes, and it was all hip hop and R&B related. So it was before I stepped over into doing my own thing, but yeah, we've worked with a lot of different artists and placed things even in movies and films. And so
Oh
a lot of
wow.
folks just, we don't talk about that piece because again, it was before now. And then a lot of the things that we did, people wouldn't have any access to because they don't listen to, that genre of music. A lot of the people who are into Southern Soul really aren't heavy rap listeners. And so a
Oh,
lot of times people will have a resume and they'll talk about a lot of things, but I believe in like what's relevant to what you're doing now. And the
mm-hmm.
best thing from that life is that, when it comes down to contracts and things of that nature, I know what I want to do and what I, choose not to do based on where I'm headed. So I learned a lot about, the publishing and the business behind the music, making
Yeah,
sure your paperwork and stuff is right. So yeah.
and that's very important. Very
Mhm.
important. Because if you ain't got your business straight, you
Right.
ain't
Oh,
doing nothing.
it's a problem because a lot of times, especially with this industry, when people are coming in and they're new and they don't understand how it works behind the scenes, a lot of times they're taken advantage of from even the producers that they work with. If they don't know how to do the paperwork, people are copywriting stuff in their name and setting your music up under them, and then you looking for checks and you're like, well, why am I not getting paid? You go to peel back the layers, you're like,
Yes,
so.
ma'am. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. Definitely right. Now, let's get into how do Miss Lady Blues stay fit? Because I know, I think a while back, I think you were a little heavy,
Little
but
heavy. You being nice.
well,
Yeah,
you little thick.
we was a little,
You was thick and
we was,
fine.
yeah, I ain't gonna say it fine. I was sick. I was sick in a lot of places. I was almost 250 pounds. And
Yes,
and
indeed.
yeah, but it's no shade to any women out there who like being fluffy and who are thick
Yes,
and are okay with it. For me, being an artist, it was very uncomfortable because you just can't move like you need to. I dealt with anxiety, I dealt with depression. It
yeah,
was bad for me because I didn't like being heavy. Um, and then when it started to bother me, it really bothered me. But people around me didn't know it because I'm always seen as, oh, sunshine, because I'm always making people feel good. But I decided, I was like, I'm tired of this. I need to get myself together. If I'm going to do this, I need to be healthy. Then I had family members who were dealing with medical issues from diabetes and stroking out and having heart attacks. I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be better because I can. And so I started working on it. And it was very hard initially because I used to tell people, I used to have a joke where they would be like, "You don't exercise?" I'm like, "No, I'm allergic to sweat." And so they'd be like, "Really?" And I was like, "No, I'm just acting crazy." And so when I got into it, it was hard because I had to change a lot of things.
Yes.
I grew up in Alabama, and then coming to Georgia wasn't any different. Like we ate real meals, like the regular, you're talking about greens, macaroni, cheese, like all of that stuff all the time. It wasn't like just on Sundays. That's like every day of the week you
Oh,
had a real meal. And so we were made as kids, like clean your plate, eat all your food. And so you grow up with that mindset, and you start to see like this is not working for me. And so the first thing I did was I started exercising at home because I had a treadmill and some things at home in a little
yeah.
mini home gym, and I stopped drinking sodas, started drinking just water. That was hard. That took me a long time to get used to that.
Ooh,
Yeah, and I let the fried food, like I don't eat fried foods anymore. I don't eat pork. I don't eat a lot of pasta. I don't eat a lot of rice. I don't eat a lot of potatoes. Like a lot of things that'll put the weight on you. I don't eat a lot of bread. I loved bread. I didn't even like meat. I love bread. So for me, I can have some pasta and bread and I'm good. And so I
yeah.
decided to put those things aside. Yeah. And I'm not on a diet. Like a lot of people say, I'm not gonna be on no diet. I'm not on a diet. I eat what I want to eat. I just eat it a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah, like with chicken and stuff like that, instead of frying it, I'll bake it or I eat grilled chicken. I like
Okay.
fish. I eat that sort of thing. And I eat more vegetables. Back then I didn't eat
I
any
need to be
vegetables.
Queen Kim need to be taking notes.
Well,
No
no, and it
pasta,
was
no
amazing how
water,
it was
lot of
amazing
water.
how no, but
Y'all
I'm
better
saying
take
like
some
the
notes. Y'all better
but
take some notes.
but
Queen
I'm
ain't
telling
shame.
you,
Whew.
honey, I stopped doing those things. And like now it's normal to me. And I work out though now. I cannot lie and say that I don't work out. I work out every day except for Sundays.
Wow.
And I have a
Wow.
trainer now. So I hired a
Oh, okay.
trainer. But what we're doing now, we're doing strength training so I can build muscle and kind of target practice. I want my arms, my legs, and things like that to look a certain way. But that's what we're working on now. But I've shed 100 pounds and I feel good.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It's all about
Yeah.
health. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to start it. I'm doing this cabbage soup this
Okay.
week. Cabbage soup.
Okay.
And it's actually delicious. Oh
Hey,
my
it is.
God.
My mom has done it before, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat that. But then when I tried, I was like, okay, it is good. It's really
It
good.
is. I should have been did this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because I like cabbage, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can do this. You just have
Mm-hmm.
to find what works
What's
for you.
you? Yep.
Right, exactly.
You're right.
Now, you have a inspirational song. What is the name of
I know.
that song?
It's called Don't Quit.
Don't quit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find that. I love inspirational songs. Let's see.
Yeah.
I do have it because I want to run
Okay.
through a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to run through a couple before we go and before we get into the real nitty gritty. But I want to play a little bit of this.
Okay.
Miss Lady Blues sending a message. Don't quit.
Yes.
This is for the ones having a hard time. Remember, no mountain is easy to climb. Even when it's tough, you gotta keep on pushing, keep working hard. You can do it. Don't let nothing bring you down. You better turn the situation around. No matter how hard it looks or how bad it hurts, just keep your head up and know your worth. Don't keep going, don't look back. Don't quit, don't give up, you come too far. Keep running, keep working hard. You got this. When things go wrong, like they sometimes it feels like everything's going downhill. When your money's low, problems high, tears keep falling from your eyes. Sometimes we gotta go through some things, not to keep us but to make us better within. Keep on fighting through the battle is tough. Just don't quit. Don't ever give up. Don't quit. You come too far. Keep going. Don't look back. Don't quit. Don't give up.
Yeah, I like that. Don't quit.
Thank
Come too
you.
far. Yes.
Hmm.
Motivational and positive songs. I love that.
Hmm.
Um, you have wait a minute. I seen a video of you at the you auditioned for Apollo, or did you just go there? Uh
No, I was actually there. I was actually there on the show, auditioning and doing that. And when we got ready, a lot of people don't know how it works behind the scenes, but when they make their choices, they tell you what the dates are for the next round, like when you go from round to round.
okay.
And their dates that they had, I already had shows booked and I could not cancel those shows. And so she was like, "Well, you can come back in February," because I that was in September of last year. And I was like,
Okay.
okay. I thought about it and I was like, okay. When I came into 2025, by the time 2025 came in, my whole objective of what I was going to pursue for the entire year changed because I got into, well, I was already making films and doing film work, but I got heavily into, okay, I'm only doing speaking engagements, my music, and film. But
Okay.
film is really, really on the high roster for me right now because
All
I'm here in
right.
Atlanta and a lot of things are happening. So y'all be seeing Miss Lady Blues on
All
Netflix and
right.
Tubi and Prime.
Okay now. All right. We
Yes.
got an actress, y'all.
Yes,
Hello.
absolutely.
We got an
Hmm.
actress. Hey. All right. And it's not just gonna be singing, right? It's actually gonna
No, no, no,
have
no,
some.
no. No. I have some lead roles and some things. I'm going to be on a couple of reality shows. It's major stuff. So yeah.
Okay, I'm
Oh
looking
yeah.
forward to that. I can't wait.
Yes.
Miss Lady
Very
Blues.
exciting.
Hey, now y'all follow Miss Lady Blues on her Facebook page, which is her name, Keisha Vet Boyd, or either her artist page, Miss Lady
Mhm.
Blues. Okay,
Yeah.
and also follow me, Queen Kim, my Facebook page, and my YouTube, Instagram, Queen Kim 100. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about more of her social media pages y'all can find, because I know a lot of people like the TikTok. You're pretty
Mhm.
good on YouTube. I think you still do your YouTube
Oh
video.
yes, I any all of my pages, I'm active on all of my pages, but everything across the board from YouTube to Spotify, Instagram, everything, TikTok is Miss Lady Blues. So everything is at Miss Lady Blues. All the social media, X, LinkedIn, everything's Miss Lady Blues. And what I do is when I post on one, I post on everything. So as I'm posting, they'll see the same updates across all of those platforms because I know you're reaching different audiences of people. So yeah, but
Yeah.
everything's Miss Lady Blues. Hmm.
All right. I got plenty more to talk about, but I like to watch my time. But
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and play this song. Um, it's just what set you. No, you had one song when you came in Southern Soul. Was that like you used to? Wait.
Yeah, that was my original song when I first hit the
came
scene.
into Southern
Yeah,
Soul. Okay.
right.
But the one that nailed, put the hammer on the nail on the hammer, or hammer on the nail,
Mhm.
was Good Woman.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
go ahead, go ahead and talk about that for a minute, and how did that idea come? And I'm gonna play that song, Good Woman.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking, I was talking to somebody about, well, I was talking to a couple of guys about women, and we had a general conversation. And then, we always have this back and forth with men and women. Oh, I want a good woman. And if a woman is like, oh, I want a good man, I'm like, what is that? So I'm saying, well, most of the time, if you do right, she's going to do right, and vice versa. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about this. And so, I went in and recorded that song, but it's loved both equally by men and women, because they can relate to where, if you're doing the right thing, most of the time the person has good intentions, they'll do, right by you. And so I said, I want to put this in a story. And it's funny because even once it hit the airwaves and it started to move like it did with some of the films that I'm in, the song is going to actually be in some of those films. So
Oh
one of
wow,
the one of the
yes.
films, yeah, and it's so amazing because one of the films I'm a leading lady and I actually get married, and my song is like our first song to dance to. So I was like, okay, this is amazing. It's cool. Yeah. So
That is
yeah.
awesome. Also,
Yes.
congratulations. I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait. I'm excited for you. I'm
Thank
excited.
you.
All right. This Lady Blues. Well, with that being
Yes.
said, let's hear this song that she's going to
Okay.
be dancing to. Okay.
Yeah.
I see y'all ready. Miss Lady Blues, Good Woman.
You want a good woman? Well, here I am, baby. As long as you do right by me, I'll forever be your lady. Been through some good, some bad times, but we're still here. We made a commitment from the start. We ain't going nowhere. Ain't never had a man to do for me the things you do. Ain't never got a woman to work for me, baby. The love is true. You always got my back, boy, and I do the same. I knew it was real. You gave me the last name. Ain't never gotta worry what's going on in the streets. I'm Rachel's to the bullshit, baby. You're all I see. No matter what we may go through, ain't nothing like the feeling I get, honey. When I'm loving on you, said you wanna be the woman. Ooh, well, here I am, baby. As long as you do right by me, I'll forever be your lady. Been through some good, some bad times, but we're still here. We made a commitment from the start. We ain't going nowhere. Now let's talk about this loving, baby, and how you put it down. Ain't worried about the bedroom, honey. We go round for round.
Hey,
So,
hey.
you know how. Ain't no better feeling, baby, than when I'm loving you. Know what to do, when to do, baby, just to please me. Ain't never gotta worry with you, baby. Satisfaction's guaranteed. No matter what we may go through, ain't nothing like a feeling I feel, honey. When I'm loving on you, such a wonderful woman. Ooh, well, here I am, baby.
Hey. Woo, baby. Can't nothing beat
Yes.
that bass. Woo, baby. Can't nothing beat that bass. Who is on that bass? No.
Oh my gosh. I can't even, honey, I have so many people working
So
on
many
stuff.
people.
They'll bring a lot of times they'll bring people in to do live instrumentation and things like that on the records. And
Yeah.
sometimes they're just folks who work for hire and that sort of thing. So a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
times you're in there just, putting things together that way. But it's all about a feel. It's like, okay, that's it right there.
Ooh, baby. That now
Yeah.
that's that blue southern soul. But when you got that bass in there, baby, you know.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Then we come into play. That's the real deal.
Right.
I like that. Let's see what else we're gonna talk about. I'm telling you, it's just so much and so music, and my time going down. But I just love talking to people with a very interesting story, and you're one of those
Hmm.
people.
I
Let's see,
appreciate
'cause I don't want to leave out nothing. I don't want to leave out nothing. I just gotta be writing down my notes and
it.
everything.
Right.
Let me see if I covered everything. Um, your album, Pieces of My Soul. Uh,
Hmm.
where did you come up with the name Pieces of My Soul? That's deep.
Well, with that album, it was just basically because of the types of stories that I decided to put on that album. It was about relationships, not just the oh, I'm so in love, but the ugly parts too, because in relationships there are some ugly parts. Like I have a song on there, Sharing Ain't Easy. And that's a
Baby,
song about
look,
a woman.
I heard it. I heard it. I was gonna
Yeah,
get into it. I ain't got the time,
yeah.
but that Sharon
No, no, no.
ain't
But
easy. Y'all
yeah,
check it
so
out. That's
yeah,
real.
so it's one of those things where you writing about relationships, and it's like a lot of times stuff is so deep. It's like this coming from my soul. So I was like, let me put this together and make sure that when I put a title to it, it kind of embodies how I felt. And even down to the cover, the artwork was like a puzzle. My face was like a puzzle. I made them do things to where it was, it's pieces of you. Because a lot of times we do have, our personality is like that, and our personal life can be like that too.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
great. Now, you work with I just interviewed him last week, Jay Wan. You have a song with Jay Wan. I like
Yes,
it.
yes. What you gonna do? Yes, we were able to work together. I really like J1. Just a cool person. Very good
Yeah.
spirit. And we were able to do this song, and the way it came together was pretty cool. But we had always talked, and we were on shows in the past together, but we had never gotten a chance to work together. So when this song came about, it was a perfect opportunity for us to try to see what we can make happen. And I love the song. It's doing really well. And hopefully we may get a chance to rock that song on the stage when we do this show coming up in Baton Rouge. Who knows?
Yes, yes. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. That Baton
Yes.
Rouge. Go ahead, Miss Lady Blues. Talk
Okay.
about
So
that.
yes, I'm so excited. Miss Lady Blues will be coming to Baton Rouge Father's Day weekend, y'all. Y'all need to be in the place. I'm telling you, it's going to be an all black and white affair. I mean, there's so many fellas on there, ladies. Y'all need to come out because we're going to be at the Southern University Mini Dome over there in Baton Rouge, and it's going down June 14th. Your face need to be in the place. That's next Saturday. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna have an amazing time. We're so excited. We can't wait to see all of y'all. So y'all need to be at that Southern Mini Dome in Baton Rouge, Louisiana next Saturday. It's going all the way down because we're gonna be in the building.
Right. June 14th, baby. Now, if you want to
Absolutely.
hear that good woman, you better be in the place Saturday, June
Absolutely.
14th. That's right, Miss
Yes.
Lady Blues.
And
All
I also
right.
want to say to you, Queen Kim, y'all, again, I appreciate the opportunity of her inviting me on the show for y'all to listen to the story and, just get a little more insight as to who Miss Lady Blues is. But what I want y'all to do, y'all make sure you tune in to Queen Kim every single week for Real Talk. So tune in to Queen Kim Real Talk every single week. Yeah, because that's why Miss Lady Blues is here because she invited me. So y'all tune in. She has some great interviews coming up.
That's right. Tune in, baby. And Jay,
Yes.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I get you got some new songs? But I don't want to hold you. You got some new songs. Hold
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You got, let's see what else it was.
Better have
Tonight.
my money.
Oh, it's the better girl. Look, you got a
Yeah, we
little
have
time.
better have my money. Hold up, but it's a new release coming out. So I just want to tell y'all before I leave, it's a new release coming out. My birthday is Sunday, June 8th. So I'm so
Hey,
excited.
oh, I
But
heard you
yeah,
a
we got a new
Gemini.
release.
Oh, I
Yes,
heard you a
absolutely.
Gemini.
Yes.
I heard about you.
So yes, yes. So a new song is coming out in a few days. So y'all just be on lookout for that. It's a song that y'all can dance to. Yeah.
Okay. Now that ain't the
Hmm.
tonight. That ain't the party tonight, huh?
No, Party Tonight is a dance song, but we got a new song coming out where, because everybody wanna line dance and step and do their thing. So I said, you know what? We need to give them something that's gonna really get
Yeah.
them moving. So yeah. So in a
Now,
few days we're gonna hit y'all with something new.
okay, now Miss Lady Blue's gonna have you up out your seat. Okay,
Yes.
y'all better be ready. But this now the
Yeah.
better have my money. Is it on the
Mhm.
fast or slow?
It's mid tempo. Better have my money's mid tempo. Yeah.
And you
So
say that
they can
that's a
dance a little bit, but it ain't up tempo.
ain't up tempo. Now you can't just tell me about no song. I'm just gonna wait. We're just gonna do it just like this. Just a little snippet. Yeah, you better have
Okay.
my money.
Exactly.
On Friday, you better have my
You
money,
better have my money.
money on Friday. Don't worry. Work 7 days a week, you from chick to chick. So by the time you get to me, ain't got nothing left. So it seems like you got a problem, brother. Do overtime. I don't care, nobody get paid. As long as I get mine, my money
Better have
on
my
Friday. You better have my money on Friday.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies. Y'all better get with that one.
Money on
Friday.
Friday. Don't worry. I don't
I knew
care.
that one. I knew that name. See, I can tell a good song by names.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I wrote that song because a lot of times guys be trying to tell us what they want. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, we have a way of letting them just do whatever they want to do. So I was like, no, okay, you talking about what you need. You better have my money on Friday. Everybody talk
Exactly.
about payday on Friday. Better have my money. So
Because they gonna
yeah.
do what they want. Their
Hmm.
haircut, all that. Lady Blues, you better
Absolutely.
tell them. You better let the ladies know. Yeah, no, no, get that
Absolutely.
haircut another time. Friday, you better have my
Absolutely.
money.
That's right.
I'm not about to play with you. Now, okay, we
Hmm.
covered everything. You're gonna be doing some
Hmm.
films. Got the new song
Hmm.
coming out. Um,
Yes.
let's see what else new with Lady Blues before Miss Lady Blues before we go. Anything we missed?
No, I mean, like I said, the films are coming out this year, and everything is being covered. And I do keep, everything posted on my social media pages, and I also have my show schedule on websites and things like that. MissLadyBlues.com. And so, like I said, every social media outlet is Miss Lady Blues. Feel free to message me, send me, updates, feedback, and all that good stuff. So I'll just appreciate the opportunity to be here and talk to you and just share. So I appreciate you for that. I
No
thank you so
problem.
much.
Now shoot out that booking number.
Okay, so for shows, serious inquiries only. The phone number is area code 205-614-3102. Again, that's 205-614-3102.
Y'all here, Miss Lady Blues. Thank you. Thank you
You're
for coming
welcome.
and spending some time with me. I just wish you all the much success and just
Thank
continue
you.
to be blessed.
Awesome. Thank you. You be blessed as well. Y'all have a great evening. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I love y'all.
All
And see
right.
y'all in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That's
See
right.
you.
Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Hey, that was Miss Lady Blues on the Queen Kim Real Talk. She got a lot going on. But them films, movies, I can't wait to see her. I think she's gonna do great. Yes. Now, like we said, June the 14th, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, all black and white, Southern University. Let me tell y'all who's gonna be there. Headlining is Anthony Q. We got Jay Wan, of course, Miss Lady Blues. We got my girl, Miss Prussia. Oh my, oh, and the band coming. LJ Echoes. He is coming and he's bringing his band. Baby, we're going to have a good time if you're there or if you're not there. It's going down. I got my boy Bad News going to be in the building. Let's see who else. Oh my God. It's so many. DJ L show gonna be on the ones and two. Oh Lord, it's so many people. Baton Rouge, Southern University, Saturday, June the 14th. It's the pre-Father's Day event. Hey, get those tickets. I'm gonna see you in the place. Until the next time on the Queen Kim Real Talk, I'll see y'all till the next artist. Good night.